ഹായ് നമസ്കാരം, എല്ലാവർക്കും നമസ്കാരം. ഇന്ന് നമ്മൾ സംസാരിക്കാൻ പോകുന്നത് സോറി, ഇംഗ്ലീഷിലല്ലേ? ഓക്കെ. ഹലോ എവരിവൺ. Hello cutie pies. Today we are going to discuss about the movie Aadujeevitham. Like, we recently saw the movie. We have on the panel Eknadh and Ekradh, the twin brothers from Kerala.
Yes.
Yes.
No, like,
And we also have the OG guy here,
Yes.
Mr. Eddie.
Sandeep is missing right now. He hasn't watched the movie, so hopefully he'll join in a next video. That's the
Yeah,
reason
please
he
ban hard
hasn't
for
watched the
Sandeep
movie.
here.
Okay. Sandeep will probably join in the next video, and this video is only going to be in English because I won't be able to speak in Malayalam, and these guys won't be able to speak in Telugu. So
Yes.
yes, so this video we're going to do it only in English. So this theme, today's video's theme is discussing Aadujeevitham, the goat life. Uh, okay. First thing I really wanted to ask is, uh, I've noted down some few points what to discuss. Just a second. Just the key points, nothing.
it's fine.
Okay. Like initially when I started hearing about the movie, it was from Prithviraj. Like he has started telling this movie. I mean, promoting this movie that he has shot this for these many days, and this name kept coming again and again and again. That is Blessy. Who is this? Like we need a proper introduction for who is Blessy. Like I know you guys are the correct persons to give the intro. Like why is he like being hyped up this much? uh, Prithviraj has hyped him this much. Like that's my question. Who is Blessy?
Like, Blessy has like numerous films. Like from the 2000s itself, like he has started like directing so many cult classic films. Like Mammootty's there's Kalcha, Mohanlal's there's Tanmatra, Brahmaram, and like the main thing about all these movies, like you can watch only for one time. Yeah, like it's
Okay.
like your heart wrenching movies like Karcha and all.
Hmm.
I can see it much more than
Like the
two,
first
3
portion and all, we can watch it like numerous times,
times.
but the ending we can't. We just leave it like that.
And he
Hmm.
always like
We also,
meets the expectations of the audience, and like Blessy is like even when like the same thing when I asked my dad like Blessy, even I watched started watching Blessy's movies after like 10th or something.
Hmm.
Like Karcha I watched, that's like my childhood movie or something. Then
still I cry.
still
That's
like cry, still like cry. Even if you play it right now, I will cry. Culture, it's like So
So
go to
what
cry
I
movie.
understood from like his nuances, or like what you guys explained from is that he's deeply into emotional connect of these characters and all those. Uh, so like, what are the main movies you recommend us to like get a idea on
Watch.
who's Blessy is?
These three, like
One or two,
top three.
maybe.
Okay, then Karcha and Tanmatra.
yeah.
Kalcha
Like
and
there are
Tanmatra.
many
Cool.
movies of his, but we
We
also
always
haven't watched most of his films. But these three movies we have watched, and these three movies are like really good.
Okay. Cool. Nice. So next is, yeah, the main thing. This is the major part of it. Uh, our initial thoughts of Aadujeevitham, the movie. Uh, okay, I'll say on my first part, and then later you guys can continue. Uh, what I thought about the movie is that it's a really well made, well written, and yet, I mean, for a runtime of 3 hours, it is obviously well written, but uh, and kudos to the cast, the cinematography, the music, background score. But there was a slight, a minor part where I didn't feel the emotional connect towards the uh, character or towards the story of Najib throughout his journey in this desert of his and the hardships he was going through. So yeah, but still I would rank it as a really well made film and one of the it's a good film. Yes, I'm not saying that it is a not a really great film, but it is a great film. But in my opinion, I just lacked a small emotional connect that I felt uh, in my opinion. That's it. So yeah.
Actually, like if we could, I don't know, like I feel that if we could get more about Najib's life, I mean,
Yeah.
particular as of now, it is more of the, I mean, the desert journey, and a bit less of
Yeah.
his personal this thing, like his background.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what I feel is if the movie could extend a little bit, maybe like 3 hours or 15 minutes, like the other movies,
Mhm.
uh, and explain more about his personal background, his relationship with his wife, his parents. Maybe then we could get to know more. Even if the ending is the same, maybe that could do some justice to who, uh, yeah, like that could bring us more closer to Najib. And the fact that like this movie was about to release 16 years ago, right? Like it was
No, no,
planned
not 16 years ago. I think 4 years ago,
16,
pre-pandemic. They
Like
prepared
this
it
was,
for.
Yeah, the story like they were started like they decided 16 years ago itself, but
Yeah.
the main started just 4 years ago, like 2018. Like many cast people came and joined.
Okay. So like the one thing that strikes in my mind is like for 60 years this story was on hold. So the whole cinematography was different 16 years ago, and the whole cinematography is different after 16 years, like in the present days. So like it's just the one thing that strikes in my mind, that how they have constantly kept changing the script, or how to present the story so that the present audience could get the feel. Like
Yeah.
if they would have directed the movie the way the movies used to be in the late 2000s, then I don't think the people now could connect more
yeah.
to the movies then.
Probably, yes. Yes.
Yeah. Like if a movie like Manichitrata or Chandramukhi comes in this era, I don't think it would be a, proper hit.
As
Uh,
Yeah.
grand as it was in that period of time,
yes,
maybe it wouldn't be at this point of time. That's what I think.
that's what. It won't be grandly celebrated.
Hmm. So
So
yeah, it was
that is the
about to
one thing that
release.
amuses me.
It was about to release some pre-pandemic something, right? To
Uh,
2020, 2021 or something.
yeah, it
Something
was
like that.
something
Yeah.
like that. It was about to release. They
Okay, so
got
maybe what they planned at that point of time and released it then itself, the output may have been different. We don't know,
Yes.
and
yeah, it might have been different.
and planning it on whole period of COVID and reiterating it, looking them. I mean, they definitely would have looked around some scenes and may have reshot it again, like
Yeah.
taken some inputs from and something and stuff. Yeah. So okay, cool. What are your guys' opinions about? I mean, initial thoughts about the movie.
Yeah, like the same thing. Like to me, the best thing was obviously the Prithviraj's acting, the cast, like the whole cast, and even the cinematography. But
Hmm.
what we all felt was like they made like the novel is like much more bigger. Like it's like
Hmm.
there are so many elements they cut off from the film. So we thought like it has been so like made it into a crisp thing. Like the movie is like so many elements were missing. Just like okay, we can watch it for Prithviraj's acting, Hakim, that guy's acting even the cinematography also, even music also, AR Rahman's.
Hmm.
But still, there was some minor things that, yeah, some flaws
Like
were there.
there were some
Yeah.
emotional scenes where I felt too emotional,
Hmm.
but that didn't happen for a long time. Like I was
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the scene came, I was emotional. After 5 minutes, I'm back to like I'm not feeling anything.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Same, I
just
guess.
it.
So as you guys said, the book had a lot of, I mean, a whole lot of story rather than the what we have seen in the movie. That brings to my next point. The book. How different is it, the movie and the book? I've heard like some chapters of it, like not heard. I've just read of it, and uh, I'm hard from reading books, guys. I'm really, really far away from reading books.
We also haven't read.
We have to read, like,
Me too.
just
I'm actually planning to read the book, which feels intriguing for me. So maybe I'll buy a copy someday. I'll definitely read the
Is
book.
it in English?
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
it's
it is translated
it's
into English. Yes.
language.
So what I've seen is they've uh, divided this book into four chapters. Chapter one is prison. Chapter two is desert. Chapter three is escape, and chapter four is refugee. So probably in book, I think there will be lot more detailing and lot
Yeah, actually.
many more emotions, nuances, and I've seen one or two videos that saying that he even named those goats, each of the goats, and he used to talk to them. He used to have
Yeah, yeah.
some internal, like, he used
There
to
was.
quote himself saying some dialogues in the desert and all those stuff. So yeah, actually, like, for the
Like
director, it would have been difficult because taking a runtime and clubbing that book into this much amount of runtime would have been a task for him. But yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Maybe
it
some elements he could have used from the book, which would have uh, taken attention of the audience. Maybe. Yeah.
it was also the character was I think like according to the book he was like he was like mentally struggling,
Hmm.
but in that movie that situation wasn't shown too much. It was
Yeah.
like he the movie like they focus too much on his physically struggling, like escaping from the desert. Mentally struggling part
Hmm.
was
Yeah. Yeah.
not
Yeah.
that much covered on that movie.
That part was one thing I most heard of during researching about the book and the differences between the movie. Uh, so yeah, Sidana, what do you think about the book and the movie?
Uh, haven't heard much about the book. Like, I just heard that it is more detailed
Hmm.
about his life and stuff. But yeah, as you said, compiling a full book into a like and compressing it into I mean into a 3 hour movie is
Runtime.
a bit tough call, and not much of the scenes it can be portrayed into it, and it can't be stretched more than 3 years also. Like it'll be too much, and it'll be I mean audience won't feel again. Uh, yeah, but yeah, throughout the movie, as these guys said, some scenes I got too emotional. Uh, just for the scene, like just till the scene ends. And after that, I again got back. Like I didn't get too carried away with a just a particular scene. Like it was a smooth transition of emotions for every scene.
Yeah, yeah.
Why I said that didn't have a emotional connect is because the one thing that stayed with me is Manjumal Boys, guys. That had a peak impact on me. Like, the movie's graph is like, it's just exponential graph. That's how the emotions were, like, that hit.
Instead,
I didn't like expect this from Goat Life, but I just didn't get the emotional connect Manjumal Boys gave me that
Yeah.
Goat Life didn't. gave me. So maybe I kind of expected a little bit more, but I don't know. Just that's what I felt about his connect and towards the audience and the story.
Yeah, same thing. Like everyone expected more like what Najib's story mainly, but
Hmm.
they are actually like everyone is just appreciating Prithviraj's effort and cinematography and
Hmm.
A.R.
Yes.
Rahman's
Yes. Yes.
soundtrack. Like story, everyone knows. Everyone's like, okay, story, we know, same thing, and everyone was expecting much more.
Hmm.
Yeah, we got a good film.
Yeah. It is a
And talking of
definitely
which,
a.
Mhm.
Sorry. Sorry. Continue. Continue.
okay, sorry. Talking of which, this Hakim character, truly mesmerized me. But like, I feel this Hakim role was one of the best supporting roles that I've ever seen. One of the best.
Sorry, forget Hakim. Who the fuck is that Ibrahim guy, man? Like, how is he surviving in that desert with even saving these two guys? Like, those both of them are like dying. One guy all died already, and this guy is giving him his like kurta, tying him his
He is
tying to his
carrying him
clothes.
on his shoulder
Ah,
and
yeah.
walking for some
Like,
way.
how is he even a human or like what? Who
Yeah,
the fuck is that
even
guy?
Yeah,
even I thought he's like maybe God or something because there was also a shot where like he's just
Yeah, yeah,
back. It was sun. It was
Like,
like
yeah. He
a
just
God.
goes
Yeah,
under the this thing. Yes, yes.
like that kind of shots made me like question like
By the way, spoiler alert, guys. If
yeah, yeah,
you guys didn't
definitely.
see the movie yet, you can please skip this part.
Mostly the whole video, probably.
Yeah, mostly.
But yeah, from this point on, spoiler alerts, guys.
Yes.
Okay. Coming to the next point, shooting, like taking the call of shooting in a real location, like, uh, I think that's what became a plus point for the movie. That is actually one of the positives, like ultra positives of this movie that made it much more better experience. As
yeah,
Denny said, they didn't shoot Jaws in a swimming pool. So I think the same thing followed these guys. But yeah, definitely the locations are like superb, natural, and maybe yes, they gave a feeling of like the desolate and isolated kind of feeling. So yeah, that's what I felt like. They did a terrific job of choosing shooting the scenes in the actual desert locations.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like even we heard like some interview. This guy said like they experienced a real sandstorm or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the I too heard
Mhm.
Like
about that.
and it was like
Hmm.
really terrifying thing to do. Terrifying thing to experience actually.
Hmm. And shooting it in.
Shooting it like right.
Shooting.
So yeah, that's one of the terrific job they did. Yeah, again, coming to the next point, as you guys mentioned, Najib's backstory.
Mhm.
Maybe that's one point I could have felt like much more satisfied if there were more scenes involved and more relations involved. Like uh, that's what kept him hope to survive all those days in the desert and give
Yeah,
him a hope, some hope about uh, his home and his wife and his family and his child who is still he don't know what happened to his child, like he's
yeah.
still
yeah,
unborn. He left his wife when she was pregnant. So yeah, that's what I think about it. Maybe some more scenes, or this is one of my opinion, keeping it in between, like showing it this much part and this much part in the betweens of short desert shots, rather than showing it in at a start, like uh, the whole backstory comes as a single piece, and then he
yeah,
goes to the
exactly.
Saudi Arabia part. That's where we feel exactly the loneliness of his and the isolated. play kind of. That's what I felt like. Maybe
Uh,
that would have been given a much better connect.
Yeah,
like if they showed his mental struggle more also, like it would
Hmm.
be much better thing.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
like the flashback was like into
Yeah, yeah,
pieces, like
that's what I
happening in the
was
Yeah.
telling.
so it
Mm,
was
pieces, yeah. Actually, the recollection of Najib's backstory, he was getting those memories of his village and his family. That's what I thinking. Like I'm thinking that if they would have shown it like in one whole piece at the start, and then
Mm.
send him to Saudi
Uh,
Arabia. But yeah,
it- it-
obviously, that's
yeah,
how
but
no, that's how not the book is not, but that's how they have to show because that's how it is.
correct. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we cannot change that part, I guess.
But still, they could have like
Hmm.
I don't know. Like I felt like song some parts they could have just avoided some parts and much more dwelled into like his. No, like songs are great actually, but
Songs are great, but
I
Songs are
felt
great.
like
situation maybe not may not be that great.
yeah, yeah, it wasn't
Hmm.
that much needed. Instead of that, they could have just shown his other some
Yeah.
stories, some
Hmm.
backstories. They could have shown much more deep into his backstory. So that I felt.
Yes, yes. The only like the setup and payoff I noticed is that pickle jar. He always smells it. That's the only
Mhm.
backstory they set up well, and they again pay off it really well because he recollects his by smelling it again and again and again. Uh, Even after so many years, maybe 2 years, probably 2.5, 3 years. That is the one thing I felt a good setup they've added to the storyline.
And the clothes part too, like
Hmm.
when he's returning back, he wears that. I mean, he wears his past clothes,
yeah,
Ah,
that
yeah,
formals.
yeah.
When he realized that he lost so much weight
Wait,
that his pant even is not fitting to
slopes.
him.
So he ties a
Like
rope
these
around
little
it.
details,
uh,
yeah, these little details are well kept actually. And one thing that's striking in my mind is I recently saw in an interview where Prithviraj was saying they have approached Hans Zimmer also for
Yeah,
this
yeah.
thing.
was the same.
Yeah, I don't know if it is a joke or not, but
What a
Hey,
reply
he
from
I,
must have said.
I got a reply.
yeah, like I was like thinking, what if Hans Zimmer was a music person for this project?
Because he was
I
working
don't know.
for at the same place.
yeah, Dune 2 all
Yeah, yeah.
acts like
They even told that they met the cast
They
of
met
Dune
Dune
2
too.
while
Yeah,
filming
exactly.
Aadujeevitham.
both were shot in the same place. That's
Of course, A.R. Rahman did a great job, a splendid job actually. Like, but then, what if Hans Zimmer was in this project?
Much for like Hollywood level stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, coming to the background music, as mentioned, that played a really great role. That made me feel much more connected. The in first off, there's a small music bit. There's a small flute bit. I don't know if you guys have noticed that or not, but that has made me much more connected than any of the parts in the story. So kudos to the BGM. Uh,
Yeah,
that's the reason I was hooked to the movie solely.
background music played a, like an important played an
Yes.
important role during the emotional scenes. Like
Hmm.
it really
yeah,
connected. The
yes.
emotional scenes were like really emotional because of the music.
Okay, okay, cool. Next there's still huh Prithviraj. Yes, like we cannot. How much ever we talk about this guy, it's too less for this film. I mean, whatever he did, like, I mean, he dedicated for this film. His even his physical transformation and getting into that mind space of that role. Like it's same, like it's impeccable effort from this man. Very
Uh,
like physical transformation is another level, man. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
And
Physical transformation. Also, he did some other things for a particular shoot. Like for three days, he did like took a diet, and in the previous day of the shoot, he just drank a glass of vodka to just drain out
yes,
of
yes,
all the water in his body.
that's what I heard too. Like, I mean, that's just pure dedication. Like, there are like really less actors who go on this extent to for a single role. I mean, in India, I don't know like who has gone this extent, maybe, but and even for that,
Randeep Hooda.
yeah, Randeep Hooda,
Uh-huh.
maybe,
Amir
mm,
Khan, yeah, for Dangal.
yes, but still,
Hmm.
like
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
going
this
this
much
level of
step.
crazy is,
Towards Kenya, yeah.
and that to maintaining this for this much years.
yes, yes, yes.
Like, they had to shoot it back to back because of the pandemic also.
Hmm.
He
Hmm.
also had other movies too in between.
Yeah, I mean, his
That's
again, like you need some balls to shoot that bathing scene, man.
Yeah,
I was like
Exactly. Oh.
For a
stunned, stunned.
that
Like I
was
was like, okay, okay, this guy is just removing his t-shirt. Then he comes naked. I was like, oh, what the
I
like?
mean, like,
I was trying to keep myself away from the spoilers before watching the movie. But whenever I scroll Instagram, no, some random Malayalam meme pops up about this movie, and my immediate instinct is to open up the comments and see. So I opened comments. I some for some random post I opened the comments. I saw there was about this naked scene, and then the other one was about this transformation. Like every comment was talking about his transformation.
Thank God I didn't get
I
it.
got caught.
I am like completely fresh. I went in fresh without even watching the trailer. I watched it on the first day. So yeah, it was
Lucky
a
fellow.
very like kudos to that man. Like, no, I mean, who do you think that like in a mainstream actor like that big of an actor would do that role, like that scene? Who would have done that? Like, probably not anyone till now. Maybe someone in the future. We don't know.
Like anyone can use any like double or like some duplicate like
Yes, yes.
actors they can use, right?
like
But
it was like how Kristen Bale did for The Machinist.
Hmm. Yes, yes, yes.
we
That kind
can
of.
do doubles also. But this guy actually did it on screen, and like we were like jaw dropping. How the is it?
I mean, yeah, that's what like we've been thinking. This big enough of an actor, huge stardom, still he's like committing to these roles and like for the character is ready to do anything. That's like really, I mean,
Some
a good thing to see
that
for the cinema.
Mhm.
peak level determination,
Yes.
dedication. I think.
But what do you guys think? Like, who other than Prithviraj could possibly do a good job for this role? Maybe in
This
the present actors or in the past actors, anyone.
After watching this movie,
okay.
it's
I
quite.
can now like this guy is not like irreplaceable. Or other than this, I might say Jayasuriya.
Yeah,
I
Mhm.
Jason.
That
feel maybe
and
Nivin Pauly for a good
Newin,
comeback.
yeah,
Yeah,
Newin Poli, yeah, he can.
Maybe, but still, Prithviraj is
Prithviraj is
irreplaceable man,
highly replaceable.
in
Yeah.
my opinion. He,
Asif.
Oh yeah, even Archipali is also fine.
Asif Ali is a good choice actually.
hmm,
Mhm.
yes.
He has a charm in his eyes. But initially I thought Fafa could try
Fafa,
this,
yeah.
but then
But Fafa, I don't think he will
yeah, but
do.
then somewhere
Uh,
yeah, that
can
guy can
buff.
talk with his eyes, but I don't think he can like he can be a
ODI.
perfect fit for this.
Like he can like what? He can't gain weight like that much weight. He can gain. I think he can
Hmm.
lose weight easily, but
Yeah.
gaining. I haven't watched any of his movies where he has like that. Like Prithviraj, first scene and all, you see his weight, no, like that buffed
Hmm.
up boy. That was in. Fahad didn't act any role with that
Kind of
weight,
body.
that kind of body or something. So I don't feel like he can lose weight, but gaining
Maybe
I
we
don't.
don't know. He
Ah,
could
yeah.
have,
So
if
that's it.
the director had chosen him, he could have done it maybe. But still, I cannot imagine anyone else in that lean, long beard look other than Prithviraj.
The first choice was Vikram.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I heard it too. Vikram maybe, but could have done it because Tangalan,
Tangalan.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, the
Tangalan
same thing.
looks
Mm.
similar
Was like,
looks in Tangalan. So eagerly waiting Tangalan.
yeah,
Uh,
same.
yes, that is one thing. And cinematography, yes,
Wow, bad choice.
extraordinary man. Like
Yeah,
there are
like
some shots I've seen like in the movie. Some even felt like the original desert fields and all those compared to Dune 2. That's what I would say. I felt some shots, like one or two, that felt like really very, very good, actually.
like there's a shot from the cave, like
Yes,
it
yes,
just
yes.
his that
Where he gets out.
when he gets out of the cave, there's a shot.
Hmm.
Like it's simple shot, but I don't know it like just like really looking good. And that scene where the guy that or what is his name, Ibrahim,
Ibrahim.
Yeah.
Hmm.
when he was sitting in the
Like
and like
the
the
behind shot.
sunrises,
Hmm.
that
Like
shot,
the
Yeah.
overactive shot.
And the
that and
scene
all.
where he meets Hakim for the first
Yeah.
time again.
Uh,
That scene is
Mm-hmm.
really,
oh,
really beautiful.
like
Superb job on camera again. Yes.
everything was like pure.
Yes. Again, last is this runtime issue. Like, what do you guys think? It's like the runtime is 3 hours for now. Like,
Three,
should
it was 3 hours, but didn't feel like 3 hours to me actually.
Yeah.
Felt like a
yeah,
2 hour only.
uh, at some things, but after the point, like he starts suffering with his blisters on his legs, and I felt like, oh man, stop
Oh
this
my
suffering. I
God.
need to please
Yeah.
end this movie over here. Like, stop the
I would say
movie.
I felt thirsty, man.
Same thing.
I was I
After the
wasn't
movie,
hungry. I was so thirsty. I
after the
was
movie,
searching
I
for
ran
water.
out
Yeah.
of water, went out like, okay, I need some water.
When he drank water, I felt like, oh my God. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Please.
I know, like I was drinking water, and I was like, okay, this is what Najib felt.
From now
Uh,
on, every time I drink water, I remember some part of Najib.
Yeah.
okay, there's this another one I missed out. Uh, the level of depiction of uh, the character of Najib. Like, one is the real life Najib. I mean, what he experienced in out there, the real person out there, and then there's Benjamin's version of book. I mean, definitely he would add some nuances, some or remove some parts where he will take some creative liberty to write the book, and then comes Blessie's version of Najib's character, and then comes the actual portrayal on screen, and Prithviraj's version, and
Yes.
how audience pick it up. So maybe there will be some, there will go different versions, and we'll miss out many details maybe. And even in the interview I saw with Prithviraj and Najib,
Yeah.
he said that uh, for whatever we shown in the film, it's not even 1% of the struggles you've actually seen in the desert. And he says yes.
I
So
really
Yes.
that's what I've like felt me like, oh my god, what have this like, what did he actually go through, and what are we seeing as an end result in the movie? So yeah, but I'm actually excited to read the book for the first time actually.
Yeah, I started reading it. Like I got a
Cool.
PDF of like Aadujeevitham book novels PDF I got. So like don't have anything to do. I just started reading it. So like I
I'll
can see the first two like few scenes in the movie is like just like that, but there's difference. Like there's like actual difference.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, we can see that. Like just reading from just read these 2 pages, and you can see the difference between the movie and the novel. I can see it.
Actually, I'll download the PDF right now. Like I'll start
I'll
Yeah,
studying.
I'll
I'll send
order
you
the
it.
hard copy, man. I cannot, if I open my phone and read the PDF, it'll go to directly go to Instagram. That is definitely what it will be. Either Instagram or WhatsApp. So I'll order the book, I'll read it, and make peace with it, man. So yes. So yeah, your any other thoughts on it?
Mm.
It's just movie was overall good. That's it. But
Yeah, yeah, definitely. It's a great movie.
Yeah,
yeah,
It's
it's
a
a
it
great
great
movie.
movie.
was it was worth waiting for.
Yes.
But I don't know. I think I had much more expectations in some or the other way.
Yeah,
But
expectations is what kills
yeah,
everything every time. Like, but actually, for saying it from me, in my perspective, I didn't have any kind of expectations, guys. Like, I mean, yeah, I knew it will be big and thought it will be a certain level of standard, but didn't have like a range of expectations. But still, I am satisfied with the end product. Maybe would have been much satisfied if I had a much more better emotional connect on it. That's it.
yeah. Like ours was like I heard many things from the novel,
Hmm.
so we are like expecting that things from the like novel.
Okay, okay.
So like we were like okay, and those some of the scenes weren't there. I
Hmm.
think that's why I felt like okay, it hadn't reached my expectations. That's right. Like rest everything like they did a really they expect like even Prithviraj exceeded cinematography exceeded the casting. Blessy obviously that guy did his job again.
Yes, yes.
So like really happy. I watched in theater actually. Like I
Yeah,
didn't watch Premalu, I didn't watch Manjiva, I didn't watch Brahmi in theaters. Like
I think it's the first time that we're seeing a Malayalam movie here in
Malayalam movie
Vizag.
in Vizag the first time,
First
and
time.
Oh,
that too.
What?
Ah,
Yeah,
You
yeah,
guys are
really.
kidding. No.
Really, really, like I haven't watched any Malayalam film after reaching here. Like the first film Malayalam film I'm watching in Vizag,
yeah.
and yeah,
really?
good start. Aadujeevitham, got
Very
You
like
good
should have
got.
start.
started with the February trilogy, man. It is
Yeah,
extremely good.
Like
I wanted to, but we couldn't. By the time we were
Brahmayugam.
planning to watch Brahmayugam Malayalam, it came in Telugu here.
Hmm.
like I was asking my dad and like they're like, okay, go and take a loan. I won't give you money. Like this much, like
That's
in
the
this,
one main major problem in college, man. Even
really,
we suffered. We are
this was
just
Yeah.
also
watching right now because we are earning for it. That's the
It
only
was quite
difference.
a struggle to watch
quite
Aadujeevitham.
like even two, like we two are there, so like double the trouble.
Yeah.
And, and this month also, like there's so many movies releasing.
Some
So yeah, like we have been picking some movies. Okay, we'll watch this. We'll just sacrifice these movies. And like Aadujeevitham was like, okay, we'll watch this in theater. I don't care what anyone says. If no one is there, also we'll
we will
go.
go. Yeah, that's what we were deciding.
Maybe
You
we
should have.
can do a Malayalam series.
Yeah, yeah. That I think we
If
will
you guys insist again, comment
uh,
down below.
comment and like this video, guys. We'll bring back
Telugu
a
was I am
Even
I
I
am
started watching Telugu stuffs.
Siddhana. These guys are. I've introduced them to Chris Jagarlamudi.
Oh, wow.
So
Beautiful.
probably we'll bring them back for a Chris series.
Uh,
They
right
watched
now we are
yes,
Vedam
watching.
and
yes,
Kanche,
yes.
right? Kanche and Vedam.
Right now, I'm just watching Color Photo.
Color photo. Okay, cool, cool. Nice, nice. You watched Kanche and Vedam?
Vedam I watched. Kanche I
Okay,
need to watch.
and was the Kanche and probably Gamyam? Those
Okay.
are
Gamin,
like,
yes.
and Krishna Madhya Jagadguru. Those four movies are enough for to talk about Krish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I was about to watch Gundur Karam
Hey
and like
man, no
others.
man, what are you doing,
Watch,
man?
Please,
watch
please
Gundur.
don't.
That is
It's
our next
okay.
video.
Okay.
Stay
It's
tuned.
recasting.
Yeah, I
We'll
was
check our
also
next video.
eager to watch it because after college I was like,
Okay,
I'm slightly getting into
Mahesh
Mahesh
Babu.
Babu. I don't know.
No, no, no. You guys get a good start. You are on a good pace. You go on a good flow.
So don't
Yeah.
stop that flow with Guntur Karam, please.
No, no,
Yeah.
no. I won't watch. I won't watch. I will just
Uh,
watch that Kuchiputty and leave.
okay, cool, cool. And yeah, so to bring these guys back, like and comment, and probably we'll discuss uh, Avesham or Varsangalak Shesham, maybe if these guys watched it.
We watch it.
Yeah, yeah, we are ready.
So yes, that's it on Aadujeevitham, guys. Thank you for coming. We hope we see you in the next series of videos also. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Good night.